games. The tight ends have been involved somewhat, but not as. Have they been involved as much as you would like, or is there?
You know what I think? Once you get quarterbacks, especially like Siler and Jeff, that go through natural progressions, there's going to be some games where we get, Austin's Ferry Jones, where you get 10 catches a game, and then there's going to be others where we spend a good majority of the time run blocking based on the game plan. So I think, the results and catches they are what they are. I'm not overly concerned about that. What I've really been proud of in the room is how much they've bought into run blocking and pass protecting and doing a lot of the things that don't necessarily come easy for those guys.
If you talk about this offense, it's really more of a run first, pass second. And how much of importance do you stress in the beginning on the run blocking ability and the pass blocking ability?
Well, I think that's kind of been since day one, the really making sure it's an emphasis in our room, because when I'm recruiting guys, they're going to be a little bit more natural pass catchers and big receivers. They may not have ever done run blocking before, quite honestly. So once they step foot here, that's really been the biggest emphasis, and then just allowing them to do what they do well naturally in the pass game.
You know about the fact they haven't really had any holding penalties in terms of tight ends and pass blocking and run blocking. Can you just talk about how impressed you are with them and that ability to not hold the guys or have anything called against them?
And being an ex-offensive lineman, if referees really wanted to call it, they'd call holding every single play. But what's been cool, it's a testament to them and their ability to commit to, every single day, the small nuances of run blocking, pass protection. So that's them. That's all their hard work, and it's been really cool to watch them work in day out.
What have you seen from Darrell Daniels over the last few weeks in terms of his development?
I think Darrell's development, first and foremost, he's really committed himself to run blocking, and I think that's something that was always really, really hard for him initially. But he's a very, very physical kid, which has been probably the biggest surprise. Blocking guys for Illinois that were much bigger, much larger than he was, and not stepping down. But I think when you see his pass catching ability, he can run, and he's scary when he gets out in the open. So that's going to be probably a bigger emphasis as we start to get closer and closer and develop him more as a player.
And how important is it to have a guy in your room like Michael Harvick, who's been here for so long and who's really taken on a leadership role as a senior?
I think in any room, having a good sense of leadership, of what things should be like, and he's able to provide the kids with, when I explain something, obviously with coaches, you're a little bit time pressed. He's able to he's been around me and heard the same thing for about 4 years now, so he's able to take them aside and say, hey, this is what he said, but this is how I learned it, and kind of give them a firsthand experience of what they should be doing, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.